Today we're putting 7 very different solar panels through the exact same real-world test. We've got 2 flexible panels, 2 of the newest rigid roof panels on the market, and 3 portable solar panels ranging from a compact 120 watts all the way up to 430 watts. But this isn't about finding one overall winner. Each of these panels was designed for a completely different purpose. Some are made to permanently mount on your RV roof, some are designed to travel with a portable power station, and one is compact enough to throw in a backpack while tent camping off-grid. So today I want to answer a much more important question. Which solar panel is right for your specific setup? Let's find out. We'll start with the portable panels. The MH Powwows is the smallest panel in today's test. This isn't designed to power an entire RV. It's built for pure portability, ideal for tent camping, emergency kits, or keeping basic electronics charged. Next is the BougeRV 350. This is a traditional folding solar panel built like a tank. It uses a rugged quad fold design with built-in adjustable kickstands. It's noticeably heavier than the others, but that's one of the reasons I'll also be featuring it in an upcoming hurricane preparedness video. Finally, we have the BougeRV 430. Now, I previously tested their 480 watt version and it actually became a permanent part of my travel gear. In my opinion, BougeRV makes some of the best portable solar panels you can buy. The 430 uses the same N-type 16 bus bar bifacial technology, but it's almost 15 inches shorter when opened, nearly 4 inches shorter when folded, and weighs about a pound less. I wanted to see how much usable energy this smaller, lighter version could produce while using the same technology that impressed me so much on the 480. Next up, the flexible category. This is the showdown I was most excited about. The CalSun isn't new to me. In my previous videos, it produced the highest output of any flexible panel I've ever tested. Today, it's our benchmark. The BougeRV panel is interesting for a completely different reason. Instead of traditional rigid silicon cells, it uses CIGS thin film technology. It's lighter, far more flexible, and uses a peel and stick adhesive backing. Plus, BougeRV says once it's mounted, it's durable enough to actually walk on. For RV owners who hate drilling holes into their roof, that's a massive selling point. So the question is, can that convenience still deliver real power? Finally, we have 2 of the newest rigid roof panels on the market, the BougeRV 220 watt and the CalSun 275 watt. Now, I'm not treating these as a direct head-to-head competition because they have different wattages. Instead, I'm testing the technology. So both use the latest N-type solar cells. Both use 16 bus bar construction, and both are bifacial, meaning they capture additional energy from reflected light. Both advertise around 25.6% cell efficiency, and both feature dual module anti-shading designs intended to reduce power loss when part of the panel is shaded. Because RV roof space is always limited, I also wanted to calculate exactly how much power each panel produces per square foot of roof space. So to keep this comparison completely fair, I mounted the rigid and flexible panels flat on sawhorses to simulate a standard flat RV roof. I aimed the BougeRV and BougeRV portable panels toward the morning sun using their built-in kickstands, leaving them in that exact position for the rest of the day. The small MH Powwows was laid flat on the ground because that's realistically how you'd use a quick camp panel. From 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, I recorded the charging power every 30 minutes. Instead of measuring raw theoretical panel output, every panel was connected directly to my EcoFlow Delta Pro 3, allowing me to calculate the total usable watt hours delivered into the battery. Finally, every panel went through the exact same 21-inch by 11-inch partial shading test. Here's what happened. Let's start with the charging power throughout the day. As you can see, the portable panels started the morning incredibly strong because they were angled directly at the sun. Meanwhile, the flat-mounted roof panels slowly gained momentum as the sun climbed higher overhead. Several of these panels actually exceeded their factory advertised ratings during peak midday sun. But peak numbers don't tell the whole story. The real question is, how much usable energy did each panel deliver before the clouds rolled in at 3 p.m. and stopped the test? Here is the final leaderboard for total energy delivered directly into the EcoFlow. MH Powwow's 120 watt got 482 watt hours. BougeRV 200 watt got 1032 watt hours. CalSun 200 watts got 1160 watt hours. The Zoop W 220 watt got 1246 watt hours. The CalSun 275 watt got 1470 watt hours. The Bluetti 350 watt got 1799 watt hours. And the Zoop W 430 watt got 2569 watt hours. To me, these real-world numbers are the most meaningful metric of the entire test. But the data got much more interesting when we messed with the sunshine. The CalSun once again proved why it's my benchmark flexible panel for pure sunlight, consistently beating the BougeRV in total daily output. But look what happened during the shade test. I placed the exact same 21-inch by 11-inch cardboard box over one section of every panel. The CalSun's output dropped significantly, retaining only about 46% of its original power. But the BougeRV thin film panel retained nearly 82%. There's a massive technical reason for this. Most standard panels are divided into just 2 or 3 primary sections protected by a few bypass diodes. If shade hits one section, a large portion of the panel can stop producing power. The BougeRV 6 panel is engineered with an advanced network of 48 individual bypass diodes. That allows the panel to isolate only the cells affected by the cardboard, while the remaining cells continue producing power. So while the CalSun wins in direct, unobstructed sunlight, the BougeRV showed a significant advantage under partial shading. If your RV spends a lot of time parked under trees or campsite canopies, that's a pretty compelling advantage. The new rigid panels impressed me for different reasons. Both easily exceeded their advertised wattage during testing. The larger CalSun naturally produced more total energy because it's physically larger, but roof space is premium real estate. When I calculated the maximum power produced per square foot of roof space, the smaller Zoop W delivered about 21.4 watts per square foot, compared with about 19.9 watts per square foot for the CalSun. So if your goal is maximum total production and you have the roof space, the CalSun is a great choice. But if you're trying to squeeze every bit of performance out of a small van or compact RV roof, the Zoop W packs an impressive amount of power into a smaller footprint. The portable panels performed exactly as I expected, but for very different reasons. The little MH Powwows produced 482 watt hours. That's the lowest total of the group, but that's not really what it's designed to do. It's exactly the kind of panel I'd throw into a backpack for minimalist camping or emergency charging. The Bluetti delivered nearly 1,800 watt hours, proving once again why it's such a solid choice for larger portable power stations and emergency backup. But the real standout was the Zoop W 430. It delivered over 2,560 watt hours while weighing just over 21 pounds. Considering it's almost 15 inches shorter than the 480 watt version I previously tested while using the same core technology, I think that's an outstanding option for mobile off-grid living. So what's the takeaway? There is no single perfect solar panel. The CalSun Flexible remains the king of raw power output. The BougeRV gives you effortless peel and stick installation, impressive durability, and outstanding performance under partial shade. The new rigid panels show just how much performance manufacturers are now fitting into compact roof-mounted designs, and the portable panels prove that the best choice depends entirely on how you travel. The best solar panel isn't the one with the biggest number printed on the box. It's the one that fits the way you actually camp, travel, and live unplugged. In fact, several of the panels you saw today are going to play an important role in my next project. I'm building a massive hurricane preparedness system where I'll be pushing 3 major power stations and a dual fuel generator to their absolute limits to see what it really takes to keep a house running when the grid completely fails. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Leave a comment letting me know which panel you'd choose for your setup. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay charged.